international geopolitics. But what is happening really is that within the country at this point of time, as I said, the elections are coming next year,
Right.
and there are reports in the newspapers that by declaring a state of emergency and a crisis in three parts of, in the northeastern part, people are even questioning the reason for all this and saying, look, there could be a situation where elections would not be held in this part. And if elections are not held in this part, it may change the balance, the outcome. Because the Christian and the Muslim population are almost evenly balanced, 40 to 60%. And so the outcome of the election at the national level also depends on what's happening in the regions. So if there is no election in this region because of the state of emergency, it could have an implication outside. Not only that, if you really look at the demands of the Boko Haram,
They are unreasonable demands.
no, in some senses they are unreasonable. What he is saying that I will sell these girls off to slavery, but his specific demands are very clear: an investigation into the death of the old leader, compensation for the people who were killed in 2009, and release of the families that have been captured.
Okay.
Now that is not being publicized as much as it should be, because they are very important demands. So the distinction that is being made, it is quite likely that he is using the girls as a bargaining chip.
Right.
He is talking about jihad and an Islamic state because maybe because of personal factors or because that gives him little more strength
Okay.
and gives him more access to weapons and the military capability and the training that gives him strength to deal with this issue.
Okay.
And that has got mixed up with the international politics of the region. So what is really happening is that at this point